What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Exciting times ahead this weekend as we approach the 2021 Super Rugby Aotearoa. It's a tournament that I've been looking forward to because of the excitement that it brought to us at a time where we really needed rugby in 2020. Obviously, Aotearoa was one of the first tournaments after the whole hecticness of COVID-19, and it brought us so much excitement from the top 5 teams in New Zealand really battling it out to see who the best was. A lot to prove for some. I mean, the Chiefs had a shocking tournament in 2020 and they're going to want to redeem themselves. The leadership of Sam Cane has been questioned whether or not he should just not be captain for the Chiefs team, and etc., but he is being chosen as co-captain with Brad Webber, I think. So a lot of excitement to look forward to. Crusaders, can they be dethroned? I mean, Blues, what's going to come of that? We missed a phenomenal clash between the Blues and the Crusaders. What's going to happen next? I mean, you can't forget Highlanders and the Hurricanes are just two remarkable teams with players like Aaron Smith and Geordie Barrett for the Hurricanes who are wanting to prove their numbers. There's been emotion, there's been excitement, there's a lot for us to look forward to as we approach Super Rugby Aotearoa for the first round this weekend. But in today's video, we're going to look at top 10 players to watch during this tournament. Obviously, there's going to be a lot, so what I'm going to do is top 10 that I'm looking at, then top 5 veterans, and then top 5 rookies coming out in this week. So hit that subscribe button. Let's start with the first few chaps that I've chosen. Rena Ranger from the Crusaders. So used to this chap playing for the Blues, and now he's going to be playing for the Crusaders this year. Probably not going to see him all season, but it's going to be an interesting opportunity for him when he gets that onto the park in the red jersey rather than the blue, which I've known him as. So it's going to be an exciting opportunity for him to really shine and show New Zealand faithful fans what he's still got to offer. So a lot to look forward to. Another player, Cullen Grace, one of the youngest players to feature in Super Rugby last year and capitalised on his opportunity. A guy who needs to be watched, and I think he's going to be one hell of a force to be reckoned with. Another Crusader. Then we head over to the Chiefs, a player who I've rated so highly for a while. And although he had injury and he came back, but not say he wasn't to the level of extent that he could have been, and that's Damien McKenzie. I think he's a talented bloke. He can control the game. He can take on opportunities. He can defend. He can capitalise. Fortunately for him, he missed the 2019 World Cup in Japan after that injury, and now it's been a rebuilding phase. Now, I hope for his sake, we can see David McKenzie really capitalise and go back to playing quality rugby that he once did, and he will again. Another one is Bosch here from the Chiefs. He obviously enjoyed his prolific 2020 campaign as he wreaked havoc at the breakdown in the tackle area, also catching the eye of the defence work rate. Roosters breakdown remodeled, and he was a menace in the department. Although the Chiefs struggled, he stood out. Hence why you got to pick a few players, obviously from the Chiefs, because although yes they did lose and were shocking, there were players who still stood out and still fought to the death and really gave it their absolute all. Now we head over to the Blues. We got Nepo Lulala. After establishing himself with the Chiefs, he's now sorted to move into pastures, or newer pastures. What can he do? He's the 29-year-old arrival to the Blues, can come up and now be an opportunity from Chiefs not being so great to Blues being a good one. They're going to be a team to watch. I'm very curious to see what the Blues have to offer in 2021, as we saw really great moments from them. In fact, potential opportunities where they could have won a few games here and there. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Blues can do with Nepo. And then Caleb Clark, another one, breakdown campaign in 2020 as he started Aotearoa. He was phenomenal, and he got his opportunity for New Zealand in the Tri-Nations and Bledisloe Cup, and he'll look to build on that in 2021 and will hopefully want to continue the momentum. And as he started in the Aotearoa, he want to do it again. You don't want to be a one-hit wonder. You don't want people to talk about you as the past, you want to keep being the present. So good luck to Caleb Clark. And we got the Highlanders. Mel Muscata. I mean, jeepers, what a brilliant player. He's got an opportunity. Obviously, Mel Muscata, like Julian Sevilla, was released from his contract with Toulon after injury. Now, obviously, it's an opportunity to come back and, like others, show the New Zealand crowd what you're made of. You played overseas, injuries took you down, and it's just not a great past presence for him. Now he's going to have the opportunity to play for the Highlanders, show what he can do. I find him as a phenomenal wing, and although he hasn't played much competitive rugby since November 2018, this is going to be an opportunity for him to shine, and I hope he does. Then another phenomenal player who I really, really appreciated last year in 2019 was Liam Squire. He returned to New Zealand after the cancellation of Top League in Japan, and obviously underwent knee and hip surgery, but jeepers, he's come a long way. Limited career, but come a long way. The All Blacks back row missed 2019 line tours after injuries and all that, and then Squire then returned at the latter stages of New Zealand's European tour, etc., and he'll be hoping to string something together. You're known as the injury guy. You don't want to be known as that anymore. Now's the opportunity to come back and shine. Hence why I say you appreciate these guys who go through so many tough times and knee injuries, hip surgeries, and then you still manage to come back. Just for me, motivates me and inspires me. Sam Cane, that neck injury, I'll never forget the fact that he made a comeback. So I hope Liam Squire is a good one. Hurricanes Fifita, I hope I pronounced that right. What an explosive player, athletic ball carriers in the game. So it's going to be a great opportunity. Obviously, there's a lot of talent within New Zealand in this very position, but what an opportunity to come on and to show what he's been and made of. I mean, since Foster's come along, he's been left on the outside. Now's the opportunity for him to be put on the inside and show the world what he's made of. Hurricanes are a great team. They're a great team, and it's an opportunity for him to now shine. Then we go to a man called Julian Sevilla. As mentioned, like Mel Muscata, he was pulled off from injuries and all that. There was a whole lot of drama with Toulon. But let's not forget, Julian Sevilla, at one stage they were talking of him being the next Jonah Lomu. Absolute machine with speed and a brilliance. He's had a 2-year absence, and now he's returning to Wellington, obviously ending that bad spell in France. Like I said, coming back, showing New Zealand faithful what he's made of, what they've missed. His last spell in Wellington with 52 tries, but obviously couldn't replicate it in Toulon. Now I hope for the sake of him, he can come back and redeem himself and silence the critics who have obviously been harsh every now and then towards the man. So it's a good opportunity. There's a lot of names of players from the past who've been overseas, and then obviously young upcoming ones, and then injury affected ones. So there's a lot of guys to look forward to in these 10 names that I've just mentioned. So it should be a cracking tournament. But what I'm really looking forward to is seeing just phenomenal rugby. And what I really want to see is these guys come back and make a name for themselves, especially the Julian Sevillas, Monas guys, Liam Squires. It's an opportunity for these guys to really take it on and play some quality rugby. And on that note, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.